Hello, Tri-Cities, and welcome to the 2024 Vote for Business Candidate Forum, the only region-wide business-focused candidate forum in the Tri-Cities. It is brought to you by the Tri-City Regional Chamber of Commerce. In this forum, you'll be hearing from a candidate running for Benton County Commissioner, position number 2. I am Austin Reed, news anchor with ABC Apple Valley News Now, Cap KView. I am pleased to be with you. Voting begins as ballots start appearing in mailboxes on October the 18th and will continue through Election Day on Tuesday, November the 5th. Thank you so much for joining us today and learning about the candidates' thoughts and positions on the issues that impact our local economy and business community. Now to the format. The candidate will have 1 minute for opening and closing statements. Response time for each question is limited to 2 minutes. Time limit reminders will appear on screen at 10 seconds remaining, and if necessary, when time is up. Both candidates for this race were invited to participate in our video forum, but for this race only one candidate responded by the deadline, so we will proceed with only one candidate today. We are now ready to get started, so please welcome Will McKay. Will, thank you very much for taking the time to be with us today. You are running for Benton County Commissioner, position number 2. We appreciate you being with us. So if you are ready to go, let's get started. As mentioned, we will start with an opening statement. So Mr. McKay, you have 1 minute. Take it away.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I just this is hopefully my second term if I win. I'm from Meridian, Idaho, grew up on a dairy farm. Moved up here in 1996 and got involved with construction and everything up here, and decided to run for a term during the COVID pandemic when I realized what was going on with Franklin County writing a letter to the governor, and Benton County, there was a couple commissioners that didn't write a letter to the governor. I'm like, what's going on? Why aren't we fighting for this? And so that's why I jumped in to fight to help better our community and make it an efficient community for everybody that lives here. But also hopefully, Washington State will turn into a better state down the road too, like it was when I first moved here in '96. So, I believe in term limits as well. I want to do one more term and lead by example and keep fighting for our community to stay budget neutral and not raising taxes.
Thank you very much, Mr. McKay. Now we move on into the question portion of today's series. You'll have 2 minutes to answer each question. So let's begin with question number 1. What background or experience qualifies you to understand and respond to the unique needs of the local business community?
So the background that I have is I'm a business owner. And I really strongly feel that the government, whether it's state, federal, any local government, should be ran like a business to where everyone that lives here is all budget neutral. We're not running out of money. The taxes, again, I'm really not a tax fan at all. In fact, personally, I voted against the public safety sales tax when it came out, but now being a commissioner, seeing what that public safety sales tax does for our community, that's the only tax that I agree on that's a true tax. With it helping out with police, fire, courts and everything, and especially with our state now dropping the caseloads for lawyers in the government, it's going to really affect all of our counties. And so we're still trying to fight that as well. But I think the experience of me being a business owner and with another commissioner as well on the board, being a business owner as well, that really helps out with our community. And we've had some tough no's to say to elected officials because it doesn't make sense, but we're trying to stay budget neutral. And so I think with the background that I have of being a business owner, being a resident, and treating this whole community as a family, that's my big importance to the community to keep Benton County, basically to me, the #1 county in the state.
All right, question number 2. What are the 2 most harmful issues affecting businesses in the Tri-Cities? And the second part to that, what will you do to correct or overcome them?
So 2 of the harmful issues. I really think some of this stuff is, personally, the gas tax, you know, again, that's up to the people, the voters. I really think the gas tax is affecting all of us in the state. And again, I wish us as a county, we could say, no, Benton County doesn't have the gas tax. Other counties do. I think that's one big issue, but also as a builder too, our health, the way we have to build buildings now, the energy code, it's costing a lot of homeowners, new homes, hundreds of dollars more a square foot now versus what it was back before this energy code was put in. And again, I don't agree with the energy code. I agree with building some buildings efficient, but especially now with any building that's above 50,000 square feet, that's including our county, we're gonna have to spend millions of dollars to equal or come up to that new energy code. And so that's the biggest thing is locally, I think that there really aren't any harmful issues. You know, again, with the public safety sales tax, that's really helping out our community with theft and criminal stuff. Because if we didn't have that, we would be San Francisco or Seattle or, you know, one of those cities in the country that's horrible. Whereas our city, yeah, we still have some crime and stuff, but it would be 10 times worse if we didn't have that public safety sales tax.
All right, let's head to question number 3. What can county governments do regarding tax and regulation that will promote and foster our region as a smart place to do business?
So what can our government do regarding tax and regulation? So, you know, that's the thing is one thing that one of the commission, actually, I can't remember if both of them or one of the commissioners, I can't remember if the new one voted this in or not, but the tax for the mental facility, the KGH hospital that we're turning into a mental facility, which I think is a benefit to the community. I voted no on that tax because I felt like we could find money to keep the old KGH building functionable and working, because there's also some state grants as well. But again, I voted no for that tax because I'm an anti-taxer. But for our area, I wish we had more state control, but we don't. So there's a lot of state taxes that we can't argue or we can't say no to. But for me and the other 2 commissioners now, we have written letters to WASAC, Washington Association County of Governments, to help fight some of these regulations from the state to help the community, the counties in our state.
All right. How about this one? How can Benton County effectively tackle, and I know you were just talking about this, but how can Benton County effectively tackle the mental health and substance abuse issues that are current in our region?
So yeah, so that again, that the KGH hospital, which we purchased, we're actually working on that. We have a contractor lined out to work on that. And one thing too that we were able to work with is we're going to be able to subcontract that out with other counties, because really I think, and I could be wrong, I know for sure there's one county, I think it's on the west side, that has a mental facility like this, but a lot of other counties on the east side of the state don't have a mental facility, to where we're going to be able to subcontract it out and help out a lot of other counties. And because again, the opioids, the fentanyl, you know, all those drugs are really affecting people that need to get the training to quit taking that stuff. And so with the KGH hospital turning into a new mental facility, that's going to help out our area, Franklin County, and a lot of other local counties as well. And I believe we're even working with like Spokane County and some other counties to eventually, when we're done, we're able to subcontract out and have them send people down here to train them and teach them and get them fixed, and then send them back to the counties.
All right. Well, thank you so much. This actually ends our question and answer session. Now we're going to wrap things up with your closing statement, Mr. McKay. You will have 1 minute for this closing statement. So again, take it away.
So closing statement. I really just hope that I get reelected again. I hope that people can see what myself and the other commissioners done for the lineage fire. We've been fighting it, trying to get lineage involved with helping the community out. I went out 3 or 4 times and handed out masks, filters, talked to the community quite a bit, went to an open, we had a high school at the Findlay High School, Riverview High School. We had a opening forum with everybody and talked to them and felt their concerns. And, you know, people were talking about their animals getting sick, and me being a farm boy in Idaho, I had the same kind of similar thing with the fire on our farm. We had some animals get sick. So I got pretty emotional with everybody. So I hope people see that. I mean, to me, I always put family first, and Benton County is family to me. And I hope that I can get reelected again and help our family out again.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Will. Appreciate it. And we appreciate you taking the time to be with us today for the Tri-City Regional Chamber's 2024 Candidate Forum, featuring a candidate running for Benton County Commissioner position number 2. As we begin the countdown to Election Day, please remind your friends and your family in the Tri-Cities to watch, share, and get out the vote. You can find this video and other candidate videos right now available on the Tri-City Regional Chamber website. That's www.tricityregionalchamber.com. Again, thank you so much for joining us. It is a pleasure for Apple Valley News Now to support this effort to inform voters about the people who are running for public office. Again, thank you so much to the Chamber, the candidates, and a special thanks to all of you for watching. This is Austin Reed with Apple Valley News Now, reminding you to get out and vote.